First tonight, if you are a renter, listen up. A Bloomingdale tenant says he caught his maintenance worker on camera urinating in his kitchen sink.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Peeing in the kitchen sink? You walked into a stranger's apartment and you peed in their sink. Some of y'all who have rentals and you're renting right now, your life will not be the same after you watch this story. After you watch this.
He now has a warning for others. Leslie Moreno joins us live with more. Leslie.
Hey, John, good evening. Yeah, the tenant says this is a total violation of his home and privacy. This incident happened back in February, and he says it still haunts him and his wife. Manning says what should have been a routine maintenance visit turned into a shocking discovery.
It was horrible, and this has been something that has caused a significant amount of stress for both my wife and myself.
He says a maintenance worker at his Camden at Bloomingdale apartment came to fix his washing machine, but was later caught on his apartment security cameras urinating right in the kitchen sink. When he realizes there's a camera, he quickly rinses the sink with water.
And I know this is not fun. Dude, this is crazy to me because you can't tell me that this dude didn't exhibit any weird attributes before he was hired. You can't tell me that they didn't have any type of complaints about this guy. You don't get a maintenance guy that just randomly comes and just pisses in somebody's sink and he's never done anything like that before. That's why you got to have these cameras up whenever you do this stuff. Whenever you do it, you got to have cameras up. You got to have rings. You got to have in-house cameras. You never live in an apartment complex unless you got cameras or in your unit, because these guys will come and go without even telling you that they came and go. I've had it happen when I lived in an apartment on the south side of Atlanta, Riverdale. Yeah, we had to keep something in there that told us when somebody opened that door, when they walked into it. You may not even be able to get an alarm, but you need one of those little cheap behind cameras. Get one off of TikTok if you can't afford ADT or one of those buy places. But there's a bunch of places you can get it. Those are mad inexpensive right now. And he got it. You should not be living your life without one of those. If you're in an apartment, you shouldn't. Because maintenance workers do the weirdest thing. And we're not even talking about packages that get robbed, get stolen.
Complete violation of everything, trust, privacy, and just basic hygiene. I mean, it's disgusting. You know, you trust these people to come in your home that you're renting for already an exorbitant price, you know, in the suburbs of Chicago, and you expect them to do their job correctly and not do anything else, and especially not, you know, pee in your sink.
Soon as he realized, he went to management. The maintenance worker happened to be there, so he confronted him about it.
You're going to be a man and admit that you peed in my sink? So yes, you did. Okay. So that's a video as well. You can very faintly hear him say yes after I ask him extremely clearly, did you pee in my sink? Just be a man and admit it. And he did admit it.
Did he say why?
No, he didn't tell me why.
Xander says his garbage disposal has since been replaced, but it doesn't erase the violation they feel every time they spend time in their kitchen.
And my poor wife, too. I mean, the crying she did on the way home from work that day, and ever since, this situation's been really weighing on her, especially because I think, especially as a woman, that level of violation hits a little bit differently than if you're a man.
Xander is asking for 3 to 4 months of free rent to make up for the emotional toll, but he says management won't respond. He's now sharing his story to warn other renters.
This is the only thing I could think of, is to spread awareness and make sure that people know, hey, get cameras in your apartment, get cameras in your house. If you have someone coming into your property, whether you own it or not, and are working on your things, you should know exactly what they're doing, even if you're not there.
I think it's worse that the management knows that this guy pissed. You got in their sink, and you see the pictures, you see the video, and management still won't turn around and do anything about it. They have to work. Some of these apartment complexes, man, and some of these apartments, these renters, it sucks because I've rented and I've also been the landlord. It sucks, even on the renting side, when you got to deal with this and you got a community that's non-responsive. They don't think that this is an issue. They don't think it is an issue. Man, they come up in the freaking house. They going through the underwear drawer. They going through your wife's panty drawers, your panties drawers, just laying and lamping up in your apartment when you at work trying to make money to take care of your bills. Man. Oh no. I gotta give it an oh no. I gotta be like,
congratulations, well done.
You just did the most stupidest move that anybody can think about. Dude, I'm telling you. You gonna put your underwear on differently afterwards, nigga. Yeah. You need to put that piece of paper in that door when you leave. What you do is you put a piece of paper right there and you close it. This is if you don't get an alarm system. Some people, growing up in the hood, we did little stuff like that. Put the little piece of paper in the door. So when you open the door, the paper falls down. So, and you put it a certain way so that if they ever came in and the paper fell down on them, they can't put it back in and make it be like, oh, it was already there. Yeah, I put it back right. You'll be able to tell when you get there that they've been in your place, bro. You'll be able to tell. You'll be able to tell. You got to line it up some way. They be doing all kinds of stuff, laying in your bed, going through your refrigerator. Go ahead, play with this. Going in your fridge. You wonder why you missing a beer, why your wine is low. You had wine, you had this much in a wine bottle. Now you come back and it's this much. Some of them don't got. They could think about it. They cutting down. Cutting down hours. They ain't paying as much. That means less food. So they definitely snatching some of your toilet roll tissue. Oh my gosh.
We did reach out to both the management company and the apartment complex. We have not heard back from them. Police tell us that the maintenance worker was issued a citation and had to pay a fine. Don.
They gave that joker a citation. What are you citing them for? Is there like some law in Chicago that says you should not, like, you're going to get a citation if you piss in somebody's sink? So you got a pissing in the sink citation? Oh, Lord.
Well, Leslie, does the tenant plan to move out after what his wife was saying and experiencing?
Yeah, I mean, I can tell you they don't feel comfortable staying in their apartment. Unfortunately, they can't afford to move right now. As we mentioned, they say that the apartment complex isn't really working with them. They have also tried getting a lawyer on this, but they say no one is taking their case. So they're
Hey, shout out to you guys watching me via live on YouTube. I appreciate it.
Hoping, at this point that by publicly speaking with us and sharing their story, something will come out of this. Dawn.
All right, Leslie, thank you. First tonight, if you...
My Facebook people in the house too. Yo, it ain't nothing you can do to get homeboy. You gonna lock him in. That's a complete and utter violation. Complete and utter violation. It is done. You've been violated. This is a complete and utter violation. I'm telling you. Complete and utter violation. Oh my God.